good?
It's intentional.
No, the opposite.
The opposite, unintentional.
Accidental.
Yeah, accidental, yeah.
It's accidental.
Or by chance, really.
And is that
By chance.
accidental? Is it ordered or is it
It can be ordered.
accidental? How?
It's just by laws of nature.
How?
Laws of nature.
How?
Like the clouds are raining right now. Is there any knowledge or intelligence in that?
So here's the problem, you see. You know what you've just done now? You posited God doesn't exist. That's what you just did. Oh, are you saying God doesn't exist? You said it's a claim. Wait, you made the claim.
I can't prove anything.
So why don't you believe God exists?
I have no reason to think.
No.
I have.
Let me rephrase my question.
Go on, rephrase it.
Could God exist?
Yeah, sure.
So you don't know.
I could be wrong as an atheist, and then if I'm wrong, then
So he could exist.
If I'm wrong, then God exists.
So he could exist. Yeah. But you don't know he doesn't.
Yeah,
exist.
but could God not exist? Let me ask you.
For me, no, it's impossible.
Is it possible that?
No, impossible.
What? What's the contradiction?
Contradiction. I'll explain. When I want to go to the design inference again, no problem. Okay, for me, now you're asking me, I don't mind. When I see coded information, okay, in my human experience, its source is always intelligent. Okay. When I see it in DNA, I'd be irrational to special police. So I would say, whatever source this DNA must be intelligent. It must also be more powerful than anything I can imagine. There's nothing else can cause DNA. So it must have a will to choose when to do such a thing. Okay.
That's not a contradiction.
What's a contradiction?
I'm asking you for a contradiction. That's not. You're not giving me a contradiction.
You asked me why.
There's actually no contradiction. There's no contradiction.
I'm in a disconnect here. You asked me why I think God must exist.
No, I asked you why God's non-existence is impossible.
No, you asked me why I believe God exists.
No. I asked you why God's non-existence is impossible.
Well, I don't think we can have DNA without something intelligent,
That's not a
powerful.
contradiction. For you to say that God's non-existence is impossible, you would need to give a contradiction. I am an atheist, and I say that God could possibly exist. I could be wrong, and it's possible that God exists. It's also possible that God does not exist.
No. You're asking me
Because there's no contradiction. If we think that God's non-existence is impossible, we need to give a contradiction.
Yeah, I don't think we can have DNA without God.
That's not a contradiction.
What it is, if we have DNA.
You just tell me what you believe.
Yeah, my belief is based on just reason. My belief is based on just reason, rational reason. And then you're being irrational. No, you're not being irrational. No, you're the one being irrational, ignoring my opinion.
Your claim is to have knowledge such that you can rule out the non-existence.
Is my evidence rational or irrational?
Yes, irrational.
My evidence is irrational.
Yeah, because you don't have any contradiction.
So my evidence positing that holding information only sourced by intelligence is irrational. So me inferring to the best explanation is irrational.
No, I'm not saying that's irrational. You can do that.
You just said it's irrational.
No, I said you can infer to the best explanation, but in
So I
order.
infer to the best explanation. I see information. It's always sourced by intelligence. I see information in DNA. I infer it must be sourced by intelligence, must be powerful, and must have a will. How is that irrational?
Could God exist in that?
Which part that was irrational?
Could God exist in that?
Of course not. Which part that was irrational?
Yeah. Why?
No, which part of what I just said was irrational?
It's not about being rational or irrational.
I said it was irrational.
You
You just said it was irrational. My reasoning for believing God exists is irrational.
If I'm asking you God's non-existence,
Did I not just ask you or not? Did you not just ask me? I asked you.
you're not following the conversation.
You're not following the conversation. You asked. I asked you a question. My question to you was a very simple one. Is my belief in God irrational? My reason for believing God is irrational. You said yes. I then give you the reasoning, and I said, why is it irrational? So tell me.
No, your belief in God could be rational, but that doesn't.
Well, you said it was irrational.
Your belief in God is different about whether God's non-existence is an impossibility.
You just said it was irrational. The reason for my belief. Did you or did you not say my reason for believing is